The last customer. Megan's diner was a relic from another time, nestled along a quiet stretch of road that hadn't seen much traffic in years. She worked the night shift, a habit formed after her kids moved away and her husband passed. It gave her a sense of purpose, serving coffee and pie to the few stragglers who wandered in during the late hours. One night, just after midnight, a man walked in. He looked out of place, wearing a suit that had seemed decades out of fashion. His hair was neatly combed, and his face had a strange, pale quality, but there was something warm in his eyes. Megan greeted him with a smile, pointing to the nearest booth. "Coffee?" she asked, sliding a menu onto the table. The man nodded and glanced at the menu, though he didn't seem all that interested in the food. As Megan poured his coffee, she made small talk, something she was good at after all these years. "On your way somewhere?" she asked, trying to make conversation. The diner could be lonely, and she always appreciated a chatty customer. "Just passing through," he said softly. There was a distant quality to his voice, like he was distracted by something just out of reach. "I used to come here a lot." Megan smiled. "Well, I've been here almost 30 years, so I probably served you before." She chuckled, but the man didn't return the gesture. He just stared out the window, eyes fixed on the dark road outside. "Strange," he muttered after a long silence. "I don't remember the last time I stopped." Megan furrowed her brow. "Maybe it's been a while. We don't get too many regulars anymore." She placed a slice of pie in front of him without asking. It was tradition. The man looked down at it, his hands trembling as he picked up the fork. He seemed unsure, like he was trying to remember how to eat. After a few minutes, he set the fork down untouched and stared at Megan with a sudden, piercing intensity. "I think something's wrong," he whispered, his voice breaking. Megan paused, uneasy. "What do you mean?" "I don't remember where I'm going, or where I've been. It's like I'm stuck." A chill crawled up Megan's spine. She'd heard similar things before from weary travelers, but something about this man was different. His words weren't just the ramblings of a tired soul. They were desperate, lost. "Don't worry," she said, her voice faltering slightly. It'll come back to you. It always does." The man's eyes flickered with a strange sadness. "No, I don't think it will." Suddenly, the diner door swung open, and the bell above it jingled. A young couple walked in, laughing and shaking off the cold. Megan blinked, distracted for a moment, and when she turned back to the man's booth, he was gone. The coffee cup was still full. The pie remained untouched. Confused, Megan glanced around. There was no way he could have left without her noticing. She walked toward the door and looked outside, but the parking lot was empty. Returning to the counter, she grabbed the coffee cup to clear the table. Her hand froze midair as her eyes landed on an old photograph pinned to the wall, something that had been there for years. The picture showed the diner in its heyday, bustling with people. And right there, sitting at the very booth the man had been in, was him. Same suit, same pale face, same eyes staring straight at the camera from decades ago. Megan's breath caught in her throat. She slowly backed away from the photograph, a creeping realization settling in. She wasn't serving a late-night traveler. The man had never left. He'd been there in that booth all along, still waiting, still lost, and still unaware that his journey had ended long ago.